The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame they understand what is at stake today. Their wide receiver, who has had one of the most productive seasons in school history, can go to #1 in the record books with receiving yards today. They think he can get that record. The quarterback wants to get him the ball. They've had such good chemistry all season. And as they're getting ready to take the field, I can see guys patting him on the back. They know the opportunity is his here today. I'll keep you posted on how that feels here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Off play action on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running inside, it's Bowens. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Hand it to the back. Nowhere to go. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Turns it upfield. Turning it on. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come a little short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hands it off. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Cuts it upfield. It's Bowen. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rid of it on the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Making the adjustment. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Lost, the defense is wide open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Past the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Takes the handoff. It's Hicks. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, it's Hicks. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snags it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's 3rd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down, gonna throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. And the RPO got him. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second and long here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Defense showing blitz here. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Selling the fake. Fires to the tight end. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The sure hands, it's Marshall. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback changing the play. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Temple. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Wiley. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
They knock him down right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Straight ahead, it's Hicks. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Sends it back in motion. Got it looking for a first. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Hicks. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man, it's Marshall. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Yellow Jackets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Yellow Jackets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. Look out! And it's a sack. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. back open in the middle. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Snapped on 4th down. Nothing to lose. He'll fire it deep for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 8 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Commodores in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back to your game in Atlanta. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a... I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy, and he gets you a first down, and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
After the run, now to throw. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to pass. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Turns into the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They take the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Quick give. It's Bowens. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Bulldogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Temple. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play fake. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Turns it upfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the upset still brewing as they answer with a score of their own. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Hits inside, it's Powell. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Temple. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They had... Explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Fires quickly. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. In traffic, it's Wiley. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
No room to bring it back. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, it's Powell. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Following the play, there is a yellow jacket who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Fires on the move. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Working that left side now. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to seal the edge on the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So the final period starts with a second down play. Red pass, it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Throws it off the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Using his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They just keep firing. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Right side, it's Powell. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, sometimes these receivers / running backs just make you look good. 3rd down, everything covered. Nice defensive coverage, drop back, taking away option 1, taking away option 2. But how about the running back slipping out of the backfield, catching the football behind the line of scrimmage, but giving great effort, making the big play for this offense to move the sticks.
Hauls it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Yellow
great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowers.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Second down to the air. Under pressure. They're working that left side. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California, late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
And how about that? In the 4th quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on first down. Rolls right. Unleashes one. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Left side is Addison. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
2nd and long here. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Out wide left, it's Shaw. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Wants to throw one first. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.